Estoy con los protagonistas de The Age of Adaline, Blake Lively, Michiel Huisman, sort of, más o menos.
Más o menos. Yes.
No hablas español, ¿verdad?
It's in Dutch, you'd say Michiel Huisman.
Michiel Huisman.
But I realized that's really hard.
Good.
Yeah? Can you do it?
Ma'am, it says here you were born in 1908. That makes you 45 years old.
That's right.
And it's such an interesting concept, the fact that you get to play this woman that's over 100 years old, but it's all about your performance, because obviously we see you and you're in your mid-20s. How did you approach that challenge?
A lot of exploring of different decades and looking at what women went through politically and socially, and you know, it's the last 100 years have been a huge 100 years for women, so it was, you know, when you get to step into that wardrobe too and that hair and makeup, so much about the way they dressed informed the way that they were treated in society. So it made my job a little easier.
The wardrobe was incredible, but which period was your favorite one?
Fashion-wise, 1940s. Oh, and the music.
What is it about the 40s that you like, about the look and everything?
I just think there's that glamour. Well, it's when the waistline came in. So the 30s, it was still dropped and a little lower, but the 40s, whew, those like little tiny, beautiful waists. And then, but they weren't, you know, it didn't flare yet like the 50s. It wasn't conservative like the 50s. It was very lush and elegant and, you know, dressing gowns and pillbox hats and gloves and hello.
Dad, this is Adeline.
How is this possible? You look exactly like this old friend of mine. We were very close.
The chemistry is so important in a movie like this. How did you guys work on it?
I don't think
You worked on
I don't think you can really work on it.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
think anything is work. Chemistry is
It's
just
either gonna-
chemistry.
it's either gonna
works
work
or it doesn't.
or it's
Oil
not
and
gonna
But
water.
has
That's
there ever
chemistry.
been a chance in your careers or a moment where you're like, oh, I need to play this guy's girlfriend, or we're supposed to be a couple and I don't really like him?
That happens.
And how do you approach that? How do you deal with that?
You just act.
Like, you do the job.
Yes, but
Okay.
fortunately,
That's not the
on
case
this on this
here.
movie, no, it wasn't the case. I think we only met about 1 or 2 weeks before we actually started shooting, but you know,
Yeah.
it felt really good right from the start, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, no.
It was great.
Great. How intimidating was it to work with Harrison Ford and Ellen Burstyn?
I was more intimidated to work with Ellen, for sure. But then my husband made me watch all 3 Indiana Jones movies, which I had never seen before.
The night before we started
before
shooting with him, right?
It was so stupid. I was so geeked out. I was just like fanboy. I was like waiting outside his trailer for autographs after that. Yeah, it was intimidating.
Cool.